Alright, HELLWARS news for the 4th day of November 2016, 6016, if you are indeed a Knights Templar Freemason. Alright, let's get down to business. Albert Pike and the 3 World Wars. I've explained this a million times. Albert Pike, Freemason, Knights Templar, came out with a 3 World War scenario prediction. It's part of the whole Knights Templar Manifesto, part 1. BREIVIK is part 2. And indeed, if we scroll down into the letters, a lot of you already say, oh, this is a hoax, this is that. Actually, it was a Canadian Pike's letter to Mazzini. It's commonly believed that for a short time, the Pike letter Mazzini was on display in the British Museum Library in London, and it was copied by William Guy Carr, former intelligence officer in the Royal Canadian Navy, and it was copied by William Guy Carr. The British Library has confirmed in writing to me that such document has never been in their possession. They're full of shit. Furthermore, in Carr's book, Carr includes the following footnote: the keeper's manuscripts recently informed authors of this letter is not catalogued in the British Museum Library. It seems strange that a man of Cardinal Rodriguez's knowledge should have said that. It was in 1925. Yes, it appears that Carr learned about this letter from Cardinal Carlo Y. Rodriguez of Santiago, Chile, who wrote The Mysteries of Freemasons Unveiled. To date, no conclusive proof exists to show that this letter was ever written. Nevertheless, the letter was widely quoted and the topic of much discussion. Now, you got to remember, this has been around for 100 years, and the writings have pretty much remained the same throughout those 100 years. And unless Albert Pike is some kind of fucking Nostradamus, I'd say that it was a Freemason plot from day fucking 1. First World War scenario happened exactly how Albert Pike said it would. The Second World War scenario happened exactly like Albert Pike said it would. Let me reread the Third World War scenario for you. We must be tormented by taking advantage of difference caused by the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, Muslim, Arabic world, and political Zionist state of Israel mutually destroy each other. Yeah, racial war. Meanwhile, other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, and spiritual and economical exhaustion, and we shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm, which in all its horror will show clearly the nations the effect of absolute atheism, origin of savagery, and the most bloody turmoil. Then everywhere the citizens obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries will exterminate those destroyers of civilizations and multitude delusion that Christianity, those deistic spirits from that movement will be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. The manifestation will result from general reactionary movement, which will follow the destruction of Christianity and atheism, both conquered and exterminated at the same time. Yes, which is what's happening. Racial war. Now, this is the Albert Pike writings from over 100 years ago. Now you follow the trail of Freemasons, and here's what you get. Number 1. Let's do this one first. Knights Templar Freemason BREIVIK kills a whole shitload of people in Norway and blows shit up. convicted guilty, has double identity, also known as Andrew Berwick, in London, England. Yes. Then we have another Knights Templar, Masonry, soldiers and security personnel from the U.S. government, from Blackwater to Z, the Templar Crusades. Yes, Eric Prince. And I've shown you the proof that Eric Prince is a Crusader. Yes, Christian. He's all part of the Templar belief as well. The same being as Anders Berwick. In a nutshell, he's exactly the same. Freedom fighting, Knights Templar, Eric Prince, Anders Berwick. Yes, indeedy, exactly the same, Knights Templars. And Mr. Prince owns Blackwater. Yes. What have they been doing? Yes, they've been caught at the Boston bombing. They've been fucking caught doing bullshit in Afghanistan with their U.S. contracts, Iraq. Yes, leads you right into the Syrian rebels and, of course, ISIS. Yes, and that's all been proven fact. And, of course, you have a coming bloodbath plotted by these same kind of Knights Templar Crusaders for the day after the U.S. election. And they were caught plotting. 3 of them were caught plotting in Kansas City. Now, these Templars, and it's proven that they're worldwide, they're part of the Blackwater organization. They're Anders Berwick, who committed the terrorist crimes of killing hundreds. Eric Prince, of course, killed thousands. And of course, the attack on America to ignite a religious war. The exact same kind of war ALBERT Pike was talking about. Muslim Arabic world political Zionism. Yes. So there you go. Take it for what it is. Hell War News, just telling it how it is and putting the warning out there that these people, it's in the news, Washington Post, that these people are planning a terror strike the day after the U.S. election. So, take it for what it is. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm just telling it how it is. Hell War News. I'm out of here.